Hey everybody, it's the interview queen Alicia Atout here, and I'm so excited to welcome you all to my interview with Sarah Silva. Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing
Thank you
well.
for
How are
having me.
you? Thank
I'm
you for coming
good, thank
on.
you. No, thank you.
It's my pleasure. So first off, I of course have to ask, how are you doing and how are you holding up with everything going on in the world right now?
You know, I'm actually doing pretty good, surprisingly. I really use this time to just develop more and grow more as a person and as an artist. I've been working on a lot of music. I've been producing. I've been learning how to play guitar, piano. So it's actually been a pretty good time. I've also been doing a lot of baking. So yeah, it's just been a time of reflecting and just getting to know myself. So I think yeah, it's going pretty good.
I mean, since you're using the time to get to know yourself, what are some things that you have learned about yourself over the past couple months, aside from the fact that you can pick up all these different instruments and now you've learned, you're apparently a good baker?
Yeah. Well, I think I've been learning a lot of like just how to deal with business and like on that side of music, I had never like done that before. I've never like got onto the business side of things, and now I'm like learning how to do that, learning how to speak up for myself. And honestly, I didn't know I could do that before. Also with my music, like I'm experimenting with different things, different genres, which I never knew like I could pull off before. So yeah, that's I think that would be the main thing. Also, I've been like reading a lot, which I didn't do a lot before, so that has been good.
That's awesome. And you mentioned how you're starting to experiment with different sounds and getting into different genres. So, can you give us any kind of hint as to what that might be, what you've been venturing into? Because we know you for such a strong pop sound and like you have such a great quality to your songwriting. So, what have you been experimenting with in that regard?
Well, recently I did this song that's like kind of like R&B indie, kind of like Sabrina Claudio, a little bit like Frank Ocean, kind of like that style. And I'd never done that before, um, because most of my songs before they've been like Latin American kind of vibe, um, just like that more groovy type of music. But I really 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 enjoyed experimenting with this new genre, and I hope I can do more.
That's awesome that you found a whole other side of yourself as an artist that you just didn't know was there, a few months ago. That's such a wonderful thing. And like new doors can open because of that, 100%.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. Like, I love doing like all types of genres. Um, and like you said, I think it opens like a whole new market for me. So yeah, like with my music, I don't always like staying with just one genre. I like mixing a lot of genres together. So yeah, it's cool to play with new things.
Now, you mentioned playing with stuff there, and I couldn't help but notice in a lot of the photos you post, there's this really adorable Teletubby just sitting in the background with a little plush, super cute toy. So I am 24. Oh, is it right there? She's like, one sec. Oh, so cute. That's one of my favorite shows growing up, and like still to this day on my bed over there, I have a monkey. I have my Big Bird from Sesame Street. So do you have like a bunch of stuff from when you were a kid, or was that something that you recently got?
No, this is actually from when I was a kid. I was like looking through all my stuff, like all my toys and everything. And I made a little home studio. Actually, I'm in here now, and I have like a bunch of toys and just stuffed animals everywhere. So this is one of them, and he's one of my favorites. But yeah, before making this little home studio, it was just like full of toys in here and like all my doll houses. But yeah, I had to take that out. But I left a couple of things with me, the ones
That's
I like the most.
I did the exact same thing. I have a bunch of them in storage, like in the attic, and then I have a couple where I'm like, I should look at them and reflect. I'm like, yeah, those are good memories.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such an exciting time for you because Somebody Like Me is such a great new single that you've put out. So I was wondering, do you still get pre-release jitters and nerves, or are you to the point now where it's just pure excitement and you can't wait for it to, be out?
No, and I think the nerves, like, they're always gonna be there, you know. I think like the bigger the like once you like do bigger things, it just becomes like even more nerve wracking, you know? Um, no, but like I'm always excited for a new release. I'm super excited for this one in particular because I've been working really hard on this song. And I think people will really like it because it has a nice groovy beat to it, which I think people need right now. They need that. They need like something that keeps them, kind of happy.
Yeah.
Right now in this moment, Somebody Like Me is about just knowing someone and knowing them so well and knowing that you're like the one they need, but they don't know it yet, and they're just like looking everywhere, but the person they really actually need is right in front of their face. So yeah, that's a little bit about Somebody Like Me.
I know another part of it too is not just knowing that you can be there for a person and them kind of being blind to it, but also it's about the empowerment that you can have within yourself and that confidence and how that can be such a wonderful thing. So for you, have you always been a fairly confident person, or is that something that took a little bit of time to develop and get used to?
Um, yes. Well, Somebody Like Me, it does also have like that little spunk of like confidence and empowerment. And I always like including that in my song because I feel like there's nothing better than feeling inspired from a song or feeling powerful from a song. And honestly, no, like I haven't always been as confident as I am today in myself. It has taken a lot of work. Um, I used to be like super, super shy, but I think that singing and my music has helped me become who I truly am today. And I think it's really necessary to be um, confident in yourself and believe in yourself because that's the only way that you're going to achieve what you want to do in life, believing in yourself.
That's absolutely wonderful. And I was the same way. I mean, before doing my interviews and TV stuff, like I was always in my shell. I was so nervous to really be myself and I'd try to follow trends and what people were doing. And that's to a point where I'm like, no, I don't need any of it. Like we can just be ourselves and people accept it. And now you have this incredible fan base that really has accepted exactly who you are and your genuine self. So that must also feel incredible and give you an extra added boost of confidence on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. It's always nice to have people that are behind you, supporting you, and just have your back on everything. And it's just amazing when these people that support you so much, they tell you that they were inspired because of you and that they did something like they decided to learn an instrument or they decided to pursue their career because of you because they they felt that inspiration because of something I said or something I did, and I think that's like the part that pays off um, with everything that I'm doing, my music. That's the part that really makes me feel happy.
That's just so, that like warms my heart. That's so sweet. That's what you want when you're an artist and when you put yourself out there. And now that people accept it, like that must just feel so full circle from you being that shy kid to now just being out there. So that's really lovely. And I know something too that you're really supportive about is anti-bullying, and you've really gone out of your way to just tell people like you're
Mhm.
not alone and things will be okay. And growing up for
Yeah.
myself, yeah, growing up for myself, like I was bullied as a kid, and it really did kind of shake my confidence. So I was wondering, is that why you relate to the cause so much? Is that something that you also went through, or why do you find such a deep connection with those kinds of campaigns?
Well, I feel like everyone in like some kind of way or form, they've experienced some kind of bullying or like any kind of negativity towards you and who you are. And I feel like it's something that we really need to talk about because I'm really big on self-acceptance. Like I said, I feel like it's important for people to accept themselves, just learn how to love themselves. And it's something really hard to do, but I feel like with the right examples and the right guidance, you can learn to do that. And like I said, um, I think this is important too because believing in yourself again, it just helps you. It helps you be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and live your best life. So that's why I think this message is so important.
I love that. And we're talking about authenticity, and you actually have a song called False Illusions, which in a way deals with the opposite of that. There was someone you were speaking with online, and they really were making themselves out to be such a wonderful person, and then you found out in the end after meeting them, they were not what they made themselves out to be. So I know a lot about the story, but I don't actually know what really happened when you met this person face to face. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about that and if there's any real story behind it.
Well, yeah, it's mostly like about, like kind of like wanting to believe in someone, but then like knowing that they do all of these sketchy things. Um, and the song pretty much says like, I don't need you to be doing this or that. Um, I don't need your mixed signals. I don't need any of that. So I don't need your false illusions. It's very sassy. It's a very sassy song. But again, with that empowerment, that confidence, just it's kind of like I don't need you to do me,
Yeah.
And the backstory, I think it like I did it based off of a couple of my experiences. I think like it's happened with friends, with a couple of people, like a guy, but yeah, it's like it's not like based on one person, but it's like based
Right.
on a couple of people that have maybe done this. So, it's just kind of like, no, I don't need this. I don't need you to be doing
I don't need
this.
any of it.
You need to back to me.
No, it's a great song, and what a great story behind it too. Well, I just I just want to say thank you so much for coming on here, for chatting with me today. It was absolutely lovely having you on. So thank you a ton for your time.
No, thank you so much. Thank you for taking this time out of your day. I really appreciate that and for listening to my story.
It was my absolute pleasure. Everyone, this has been Sarah Silva. I am the interview queen, Alicia Atout. Be sure to check out the brand new single, Somebody Like Me, and hit up aliciaatout.com for all exclusive interviews and features. We will see you all next time. Bye.